Top of the morning, top of the morning. What's up with the y'all? It's just truly Mr. PSA. I am the public Sony's announcements on Instagram. Sony reviewed it on YouTube today. Antigua. Where is Antigua? I'm actually going to do a reaction and review video of Antigua. I'm always looking for different places to go on vacation, and it looks like we landed on Antigua. Let's go.
Antigua, Guatemala, a UNESCO World Heritage Site home to delicious coffee and chocolate and stunning views of volcanoes. Antigua is located just under 5 hours from most places in the United States and is a must visit. We spent 3 days in this wonderful city. We know planning a trip can be quite confusing and overwhelming, so we put together this 3-day Antigua travel guide.
We're here for 4 nights and 3 full days in this beautiful city. We spent the first 2 nights at a hotel and explored Antigua. We then left early on day 2 for a hike up Acatenango, where we stayed at a campsite overlooking the active Fuego volcano. On day 3, we headed down and arrived back in Antigua around noon to enjoy lunch, shopping, and dinner in the city before heading out on the final morning.
Antigua is located about 45 minutes from La Aurora International Airport in Guatemala City. For transportation, there are a few options. You could book a transportation service through a company like Viator. We booked a private van for transportation. For 3 people, it was about $20 US per person. There's also a ton of taxi drivers that are willing to take you to Antigua right when you exit the airport. Our flight landed in the evening and we got to our hotel around midnight.
There are so many hotel options ranging from $10 a night for a hostel to $200 a night for a luxury hotel. We chose to stay at Maison Ponza Verde. This hotel was located.
If you don't know what a hostel is basically just a room. A lot of people who travel internationally, you don't want to pay for the hotel fees. You're going to go in a hostel. Basically, like she just said in the video, you pay a flat rate fee of $10 depending on the country. The only downfall about a hostel, basically you're sharing a room with a bunch of people. You're basically sitting in one giant room and there's beds all around, bunk beds, and you guys share it. That is a hostel. Is it safe to be in a hostel? That's a decision you have to make. Do I recommend women who are traveling to stay in a hostel? Be aware of your surroundings, and if you're in a shower, it's just an open shower. A lot of these places don't really offer you a lot of privacy, but I always say for me, if I'm traveling, I just want the experience. All my belongings, I usually keep them on my pockets or with me. Once traveling, have a little safe box or a safe, in your luggage, or always carry your stuff with you. The only downfall about if you carry your passports with you, if you're on the road, there's a strong possibility you might lose it.
Located within walking distance to all the museums, restaurants, and coffee shops that we wanted to visit. It was a boutique hotel and they had this really cool pool that we're still not sure if you're actually allowed to swim in or not. We opted to do an overnight hike, so we spent 1 night in a tent. But when we came back to town the next day, we checked into the Hotel Casa Santo Domingo, which felt a little bit more like a traditional hotel, but was still a great property. Both of these hotels had such a unique feel, incredible rooftops, great food, and super accommodating staff. We would recommend either of them for your upcoming trip. If these are booked up or you're looking for something a little more cost effective, here are some other recommendations we received.
Guatemala is known for its coffee. Some of the most fun we had in Antigua was bouncing through the city, one coffee shop at a time. But be warned, the coffee is strong.
Drink too much coffee and I'm jittering.
Some of our favorite coffee shops were Artista de Cafe for delicious coffee and a cool place to hang out, La Rosana Coffee Shop to get to-go coffee, and last but not least, Alegria Cafe. One of the reasons we love to travel is to try a variety of foods, and Antigua has so many options from delicious cafes. I'm a big smoothie guy.
How's your rainbow smoothie bowl?
Excelente. To dinner with a vibe.
So Antigua is basically in Guatemala, which is in South America. South America, like he just said in the video, is known for world famous coffee. They have some of the best coffee. Most of the coffees that we usually get come from South America. That's one. Number 2, once you're traveling out of the country, the beauty about traveling out of the country is the hospitality is amazing. I've traveled myself to multiple countries out of the U.S. and I'm come to conclusion that their customer service is actually welcoming. The reason why their customer service is welcoming is because they bank on the money that they get from tourists. So they're going to treat you up because they want you to come back and they want you to promote other people to come back to the country. So they got good pastries. A lot of the food that you're going to get probably in South America, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some kind of rice dish. Rice in Asia, South America, Africa, even some parts of Europe are well known and well eaten just because it's cheaper to buy rice. So if you're a traveler, be sure to try out new foods, new pastries, and if you're in South America, try out the coffee.
Has a spot for all types of travelers. For breakfast and lunch, we recommend Cafe Boheme. Has a wonderful rooftop terrace with a variety of drink options. Union Cafe for delicious smoothies, and Coba Farms for farm-to-table meals. For dinner, we recommend Porque No for a fun atmosphere, delicious food at affordable prices. Just be careful climbing that rope. And Nana, this place had good food and cool neon signs.
The colorful town of Antigua is worth a trip on its own, but the town also has great proximity to some incredible nature and adventure activities. We opted to do the challenging Acatenango hike for a chance to see fuego erupt, despite my objections to the Pacaya volcano instead, a much easier day hike that's known for letting tourists make pizza and s'mores over its lava flows. But what's life without a little challenge? In addition to the aptly called Pizza Volcano, which by the way was recently visited by the legendary Mark Wiens, there's also nearby Lake Atilien, the deepest lake in Latin America that is actually a volcanic crater. To be honest, this hike was rewarding but very challenging. With 5,000 feet of elevation gain, it's basically walking up a steep, gravelly terrain with little reprieve for 5 hours. In our opinion, it's definitely worth the effort, but it's super important to be prepared for this strenuous hike. We saw a lot of people that were struggling and even some that had to turn back part way, so take the prep seriously.
Here are some tips for your preparation.
It's really cold up here at night, so you have to bring a lot of layers. You know, when you start hiking, you're sweating, and it's probably like in the 70s. When you get up here, as you can see, we are in the clouds. It gets really cold. I think it gets down to 0 degrees Celsius or 32 degrees Fahrenheit, so make sure you have plenty of layers and bring some gloves and some beanie or something.
We will include a full packing list in the description of the video, but a few things we highly recommend are a 50-liter backpack, a hat and sunscreen for sun protection because the sun is intense at altitude, a good pair of hiking shoes, a headlamp, and rain gear. Please note you do need to carry your own water, and 4 to 5 liters is recommended for the trek. We used camel bags and water bottles. The tour company we chose was Trek Guatemala. Our tour guide Mario was outstanding.
Best guide ever.
We all make the mistakes. I'm going to travel out of the country. I'll use my GPS system. It'll get me somewhere. Yeah, don't do that. Don't be that person. All these countries have tour guides. They have websites. I will urge that if you're going to travel somewhere, get a tour guide, just because a tour guide, it's what he does every day, 4 or 5 days a week, 7 days a week. He or she knows where they're going, versus if you try being cheap and try using your own phone, you don't want to get lost in a foreign country. You could end up somewhere you're not supposed to be at. You could come up missing. So if you're traveling, let's be smart about it. Definitely get a tour guide, because once you have a tour guide, you can ask him all the questions that you need. He or she can educate you. They can tell you what to do, what not to do, what to watch out for. Tour guides are worth it. If you're going to travel, always add extra money in your budget to make sure that you can buy a tour guide.
Trek Guatemala has less people in a hiking group than other tour operators, and they offer rentals for gear such as backpacks, headlamps, jacket, and winter hat and gloves, so you don't have to purchase everything before your trip. Our trip included round-trip transportation to and from Antigua, the tents, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, and our trekking poles, food, and the park entrance and camping fees. If you have any questions about your trip planning for Guatemala, let us know down in the comments, and we would be happy to help. Thanks for
That is the end of the video. That is right there, Antigua. Antigua is in South America. A few things that I learned about the video: South America is known for coffee. They've got good pastries, and from personal experience, they've got great customer service. Another thing to add on: if you are traveling, get a tour guide. Get a tour guide. Do not try doing it by yourself. Do not think that this little device can get you where you gotta be at. Get a tour guide. Save that money, and always keep your passports with you. Remember, when you're traveling international, you always need a passport. Until next time, world, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Sony reviewed it, Antigua, Guatemala. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel as we are on our way to 1 million subs. Until next time, world,